What up, Jeffrey, with all my Bitcoin renegades? And I just thought I'd try something different today and kind of have me on there with it. I think I don't like that very much, though. So we're going to continue with our normal things. Sometimes we try stuff on here and it doesn't work. But before we get started, I want to do some shout outs today. There have been some people that have been really instrumental in my success here. And first and foremost, it's my moderators. So I want to shout out Justin. He's my tech guy, my kind of brains of the operation. We have Motivational Sub, which is kind of my marketing ideas guy. And then we have King Love, who is just my all around, info guy. He has some great info, always keeping me on my toes. But besides them, I want to shout out, ICP Millionaire. We're going to be doing a collaboration. I just started watching a little bit of his channel. He has more than just crypto stuff. You can tell he's a family man. He's just a down to earth, cool dude. And I want to collaborate with people like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. I want to shout out Meta Owl. He's been a big part of, my Twitter, my district. So shout out to him. Follow him on district app because he has a lot of followers over there. And I'm not just trying to get my platform out there. I know sometimes it's like, oh, he's just pushing for his platform. No, I am pushing for the ICP community. So anybody that follows ICP that gives us good content, I'm going to shout you out on my channel. I'm going to follow your stuff. I'm going to retweet. I'm going to like your videos. And I'm going to help get the word out there, not just by my videos, but with yours as well. So I just wanted to say that before we get started. I'm in a good mood that doesn't end, guys. There is something real that happens to you when you get that was the sickest I've ever been in my life. I'm going to tell you that. I've had sicknesses before, but this one, my whole system was like attacking me. So it was like stomach issues, but then my head was having issues just all over. My digestive system went out of whack, my immune system, and everything. And there's something about that really prioritizes things for you. And it gives you a joy when you come out the other side of that. So sometimes, yeah, we go through stuff. People ask, well, why does God let us go through stuff? If I didn't go through that, I would probably be a sad, bitter man right now, right? I was getting to that point where I was becoming bitter. And it really opened my eyes to all the blessings that I've had in the last couple of years. I had Dfinity literally take me on for 2 grants. I didn't think they were going to do one. I got my daughter back in my life after 18 years, or well, it's 18 years now, but after 15, 16 years of that being just a shot to my heart, right? And God is restoring all of these things, and my life is becoming great. And I have all of you people here that support me and literally come on to hear me talk about crypto, right? So it really means a lot to me, and I just wanted to share you guys that because I know ICP a Millionaire, he was having some stomach issues and other things, and things can get serious really quick, guys. So I just want to take a second to, shout out. And I don't want to say there's another friend of ours that is going through something right now. I don't know if he's disclosed it publicly, so I'm not going to say anything. But if you already know, you know, right? And so my heart goes out to him. He's going to beat it no matter what. But I just really want us all to be thankful right now of the people in our lives, the blessings that we have right now. I know us in crypto, we're like striving for the future and to make a lot of money, but don't forget the journey, guys. Don't forget what we have right now, reaching for that dream. Like, don't stop dreaming. I'm not saying that. Keep dreaming, keep doing that, but be thankful for what you have right now, because the journey sometimes is not always great while we're doing it, but where it leads us, like, there's things in my life that, I would have wanted to change before that I wouldn't change for the world now, because it led me to where I am right now. And if I didn't go through all these things, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Okay, so now let's get on track to the video and stuff. I'm just trying to be real with you guys, for real. Like, I talk from my heart, and I just have this joy in me that is not leaving. And that is because of my faith in God. And plus that, near-death experience or whatever. I don't know if I was close to dying, but I felt like that, So I'm still not 100% better. I'm still having weird head. Like right now, my head is kind of like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, lights are kind of bright to me still, and sounds are a little bit weird, but I'm getting better. I'm eating healthier. I'm more positive in my life. I actually just got a parking spot, which I've been fighting for like years, and I finally got it, even though I've been harassed about it. things are coming together. So I'm not looking for perfection, and especially from you guys here, thank you so much for your time, your ideas, and everything. I have a big video for us today, though. But I wanted to get that out because I'm just overflowing with joy right now. And I want you guys to feel that same way because you deserve it. You're awesome people. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be healthy. And you deserve good people in your corner. So, all right. I have some pretty big stuff we're going to be talking about today because ICP is going to go to $25. Now, when that is going to happen, I'm thinking of probably Q1 of 2024. We're going to see a $25 ICP. Now, how do we get there? That's what I want to talk about. I'm not just like grasping at straws here. How do we get from where we are right now at $6, right? A little under $6, $5.80 something. How do we get from $5.80 to $25? Well, if you just say wait till the bull market, you'd be correct. But what is the path that leads us to that? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. And to me, that is what the internet computer does, not only for the ICP blockchain, but for crypto in general. So I've been researching a lot about why is Ethereum stored so much on Amazon Web Services? Well, it has a lot to do with their code, right? The way that they have their code. Like internet computer uses canister smart contracts, right? Well, Ethereum uses smart contracts as well, but they run on a different network. Internet computers ran on Motoko, right? Which is a different programming language than I believe, what is it called? Optimism with Ethereum. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So if you think about that, Optimism doesn't allow Ethereum to be scaled to the masses. Even with Ethereum 2.0 being proof of stake, yes, it does vamp up the transactions a little bit. But why I think internet computer is going to go to $25 and even more is because what it offers for the biggest cryptos out there. So there is something out there now that the first CK-BTC transaction has been, it's through now. So they're going to be able to start actually using Bitcoin with DeFi. You're going to be able to store your Bitcoin on the native blockchain, which actually can run on internet computers. So this is my point of today. The internet computer can actually store all of Ethereum's 50%. We're going to go into the numbers here in some articles that I have to show you. It can store that 50% that is put on the Amazon Web Services on the internet computer. And what I'm saying is half of Ethereum could be hosted on the internet computer blockchain through canister smart contracts instead of being all ran on a centralized server. They say, Solana, it is completely, decentralized and all of this stuff is ran on chain. It's not. It's ran on servers. Like when Solana got blocked, right? All they did is shut off the servers or the nodes, right? And then it couldn't run anymore. You cannot do that with internet computer. It's impossible. So that shows you that if you take even 25% of that 50% of AWS for a trial run, 10%, just do it for 5% for a trial run, right? Or 1%, just for a little trial run and see. It's going to be cheaper for you. It's going to be unhackable, which is the problem with AWS, right? You could be hacked. They can shut it off on you at any time. Say the government puts its foot on AWS's throat, right? Metaphorically, and says, if you do not shut off Ethereum right now, because we consider it a security or another BS, policy that they have before regulation comes. And regulation's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but they could actually, control it if they wanted to with sanctions, laws and other things to kind of push Ethereum into, the back. Like if they start overtaking the dollar starts losing a lot of value. Ethereum and Bitcoin get more popular. The government is going to protect their asset, the dollar. So what if they decide, well, we're going to just cut off 50% of Ethereum right now by telling AWS, if you do not shut off their servers, we're going to fine you $10 billion. And AWS is like, well, we don't want a $10 billion fine. Of course, we're going to, cut it off. So then Ethereum would be forced to look for alternate solutions like the internet computer. But how much money would people lose in the meantime while that happened? So this is what I want to talk about today. And I have a lot of articles that back it up, what I'm talking about right now. And I just want you guys to be aware the internet computer solves these problems. I'm not just saying, oh, there's these big problems with Ethereum and they can't be solved. No, internet computer solves that problem, right? It can scale Ethereum to the masses. It can run completely on chain, which is what everybody brags to do, but only the internet computer does, and much more. So let's get right into that. There are some conflicting articles that say a certain amount runs on this. So we're just going to kind of be objective in that part, but we know that a lot of it is ran on the Amazon web. So it says 70% of Ethereum nodes are hosted on centralized services. So that is almost 3/4 of Ethereum that could be canceled, that could be hacked, that could be just shut off on a whim. Like if the government, and I don't think it'll just happen for anything, but the government's big enough to put their neck on Amazon, right? So, or their foot on the neck of Amazon. So Bitcoin figurehead Anthony Pompliano pointed out popular apps on Ethereum run on centralized cloud service providers, stirring a heated debate. Now, there's a reason it's heated, right? Because this is not good for decentralization. It's not good for blockchain to, have that narrative. Oh, we're ran completely on chain. Well, actually, only the Ethereum token is ran on chain, and like 30% of the Dapps, maybe, right? And the rest is on, centralized services, which kind of defeats the purpose of what we're doing here. Yeah, this is back in October, but this is going to go to my point with the internet computer, right? So basically, Anthony argued that popular DeFi apps could be shut down, just like I was saying, by Amazon Web Services. And I gave you an explanation of why that could happen. He debated the Ethereum network's level of decentralization and dependence on centralized web hosting services. Some pointed out that the Amazon controls a small amount of Ethereum nodes, not enough to shut the network down. Well, that could be true. That could not be true. We don't actually know. But what I think is that if they shut even a small amount of them down, it is already going to, be affected. Like if we're in a bull market with gas fees, right, in a slow network. So if you shut even a portion of that down, you're going to completely clog up the network. Things are going to get behind. Gas fees are going to rise. And a lot of people are going to lose money with gas fees, being front run and all that kind of stuff. So internet computer is going to fix this, and we're going to talk about how. So basically, that's all I wanted to talk about on this one. Now let's go into this. 3 cloud providers accounting for over 2/3 of Ethereum nodes. And this is going to be the data that supports that, right? I'm not just talking here. Like there's some legit actual data behind this. So the data suggests that DeFi apps running on mostly centralized cloud providers may make Ethereum vulnerable. And this is something we don't want to see, right? Is Ethereum vulnerable? I am not talking down on Ethereum. I think it's a great crypto. I think, not financial advice, but this is one of my, holds that I'm going to be holding in the future for a long time and accumulate as more and more as I can. But I want to see, less AWS, less centralized cloud providers, and more straight blockchain and decentralization. So we're going to go in and talk about how an internet computer helps with that here in a minute. The majority of the 4,653 active Ethereum nodes are in the hands of centralized web providers like AWS, which could expose Ethereum to central points of failure, according to crypto analytics platform Masari. And they're actually really good with their, research and what they're talking about. So I consider this source credible, and it's on Cointelegraph. So I trust this, at least for the most part, right? A Monday post shows that 3 major cloud providers account for 69% of hosted nodes on the Ethereum mainnet, with over 50% of that coming from Amazon Web Services. Now, if they say that an authority with 50% of the basic nodes on Ethereum couldn't shut it down, they're wrong. Remember when Solana had 40% of their nodes shut off and there was a blackout, right? Imagine what 50% of Ethereum would look like if it was shut down by one place, Amazon Web Services, right? That would really, really mess things up. Over 15% from Hetzner and 4.1% from OVH. So how about they take even part of this, right? Part of the 4.1% and test it out on the internet computer blockchain. And it's going to save Ethereum from these big, shutdowns, from all of this BS that could really damage not only Ethereum, but the entire crypto ecosystem, right? Figures from Ether nodes additionally show that Oracle 4.1, Alibaba 3.9%, and Google 3.5% also provide web hosting services on Ethereum. Now, I'm not coming after Oracle, Alibaba, or definitely not Google, because they run, YouTube. I tend to kind of like Google and YouTube. So I'm not saying take all of theirs away from them, but Amazon having such a massive number of 52%, that's over half, right? So that's majority. They have the majority of their nodes on Amazon.com, right? And then a little bit more just on Amazon, which is 1.6%. But this graph shows you the distribution of Ethereum nodes from web service platform providers. Well, where is the off chain, right? So Oracle Cloud, I think some of these have got to be off centralized servers because it said only 70%. So maybe all of these are the centralized ones. I'm gonna look. Actually, let's do that now. What is the other 30%? So Ethereum is run 70% on centralized nodes. Where are the other non-centralized nodes? I don't know if this is going to give me answers. It might just stay that. Okay. Yeah. It's not really going to give us that. I mean, I'd have to deep dive. Yeah, 75% of nodes are non-hosted. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So that's not really going to help us. So I'm going to have to really dig on that. I thought I had enough for us. But I did kind of want to know, what the other places are. Maybe these are some of them, but these are all centralized. Like Google Cloud, that's centralized. Alibaba, centralized. So this is all like the centralized stuff. So I'm not 100% sure where the non-centralized nodes are. Maybe they're just on the actual Ethereum blockchain is what I think. Actually, that's probably 100% true. Now that I think about it, it's probably ran directly on the blockchain, but obviously a major amount is ran on centralized servers. Now, how does ICP fix this? Well, it does, one, by integrating with Ethereum, because ICP is not only a layer 1 blockchain, but it is also a scaling solution layer 2 for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, I want to go back to the comments for a second and just check in with you guys real quick, because this is a really debated, heated topic for all of us guys, because this is going to, set up the future for internet computer. If Dominic Williams' dream comes to fruition, and that's why I'm talking more about this stuff, because I think it's the most important thing that we can be talking about right now, not only with ICP, but crypto in general, is how to get the cryptos out of the hands of the juggernauts that already monopolize all of these things. Now, if you look at the lawsuit that the SEC is filing against Google for basically monopolizing all of the ad services for the entire world, and they're suing them for millions of dollars for that. Well, imagine what it's going to be like when 90% of Ethereum is ran on nodes now. They can just be shut off. They aren't going to stop doing that unless we give them a reason to and a way out, right? And ICP is going to be that way out. What do you guys think? Oh, yeah, he's right. You need to smash that like button. No, I'm just thankful you guys are here to hear about this topic. And if you do want to help get this topic out to people, that like button is going to be the major way. And the comments on here, they're going to be another big way to help. So, but anyways, I want all of you to really think about this. Do you want Ethereum ran on AWS, or do you want it ran on internet computer? And if it is ran on internet computer, how would that look like to you? I might even do a poll about this a little bit later to think, well, how much of ICP could, or how much Ethereum could ICP have run on its server, right? On the blockchain. Could it be 5%? Could it handle all 70% of the centralized data on internet computer? And the cool thing is, yes, I believe that it can. If we can do 4,000 to 10,000 transactions per second, there's no stopping ICP. One, is going to make the Ethereum gas fees lower. Two, you could never just shut it off, like flip a switch and say, nope, no more Ethereum, right? So, yeah. I wish I could watch a whole stream. I'm going to bed. We'll chat soon. Oh, yeah. No, thank you for your support. Get some sleep. Definitely, get rested up, man, because that's what it took. Joy, I'm telling you, if you want to heal, get joy in your heart, brother. I'm telling you, that is the best healer. Why do you think when people are sick, they bring like dogs in, they bring, birds in, just anything that can put that joy in your heart? It's going to help you heal 10 times quicker than if you were just like bumming around. Oh, I'm sick. Woe is me. Instead, be like, yeah, I'm sick, but man, I love the life that I have. I have joy in what I have right now, and you'll heal, bro. Heal a lot faster. You know, that's just from personal experience, telling you that. So yeah, get some rest. Just have that joy in your heart, brother. Love your video. I am still loading on ICP. Love this project. And I'm showing you why it's the best project in crypto right now. We hear a lot of these like layer twos, like Polygon, Matic, right? Look how well it's done, right? Internet computer isn't fully integrated with Bitcoin for very long. But once it becomes a scaling solution for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for even, well, we'll say for the sake of this, Solana, but maybe not. But other cryptos that could really help out by not being ran on these crazy centralized servers that can just flip a switch and say bye-bye or get hacked and you lose all your money. Imagine if, so there's 21 million Ethereum out there. Imagine if 10 million Ethereum was stolen because of Amazon Web Services. Well, that's going to drop the price of Ethereum by a lot, because that, however amount of Ethereum gets stolen, it's going to be traded off for Tether, Bitcoin, other things, and then gone. And then we have Ethereum that, could be going up to 4K, drop all the way back to 1,500 again because of a crazy, stupid hack. And that's possible, and we don't want that to happen, right? Like Vitalik Buterin said, the internet computer is like a sister network for Ethereum. And take that to heart. Only smart people understand this. This is why not everybody got rich off of Microsoft. This is why not everybody got rich off of Google. Half of the people are saying absolutely not, it's never going to happen. The other half are like, no, this one does it better. And then the few choice people that get it right, internet computer, are going to benefit from that by what it offers. So, okay, I need to get more into the chat. Sorry, I'm just super on one tonight. I agree. That's why I'm here, bro. Okay, Crypto Nomad. Welcome to the channel. Oh yeah, great technology too. France Clement. So we have some new people here today, which I'm really thankful for that. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I hope I do you well in this episode. Because I did a lot of research for this, because I want you guys to understand Dominic Williams' vision. Because if I just start talking about stuff that I think, yeah, it's cool, but if we actually go from the founder and the chief scientist's vision and understand that, then I can be a better, influencer for you guys to understand, what we're doing. So, on ICP is better. Yeah, but like anything, we need to implement it in steps, right? I don't want to see Ethereum putting 70% of Ethereum on ICP right away. Just like, how it took a long time for the Bitcoin integration to happen on ICP? That is because they wanted to make sure that it was running, correctly, that there wasn't any big bugs that could be hacked, because that's what they're trying to stop, right? Is hacking, and all of these other things. So they're going to make sure it works right. So I would say even 1% to start out with. And I'd like to see your guys' opinion on how many percent you think would be a good, 1 to 5%, I think would be perfect to start with, and then see where it goes from there. Maybe move up to 10%, then 20%, 40%. And eventually, I think at least 50% of Ethereum could be ran on internet computer. The data storage, the transactions, the NFTs, the marketplaces, all of these things, the DeFi. I mean, it could change the game, and it could put ICP in the top 3 to the top 5. At the worst, the top 10, right? It can scale up both crypto, ICP, as well as ETH. That's a good point. Now, if you're an Ethereum guy and you're just kind of looking into ICP and you're like, no, I'd rather see Ethereum do well, ICP is going to actually raise the value. If you want to see a $10,000 Ethereum, scale it with ICP, right? Polygon does a good job, but it can't do it to the level that internet computer can because of the canister smart contracts and the chain key crypto. Those are the things that differentiate internet computer from the entire crypto ecosystem. And we need to recognize that. So that's why we're talking about the ecosystem in today's video. Think the future holds the ability to launch smart contracts via canisters. Now, this is something that internet computer does by itself, that has different, smart contracts than everybody else. But yes, That is what the Ethereum integration is going to look like. Like CKBTC right now, it's not exactly Bitcoin because it is in an internet computer smart contract, but it is equivalent one to one with Bitcoin. But it doesn't make you have to wrap it like with say wrapped Bitcoin. It is actually stored on the Bitcoin blockchain. That's the difference. When you wrap, like say wrapped Bitcoin, which is Bitcoin on the Ethereum blockchain, it's on the Ethereum blockchain. It's not on Bitcoin blockchain. That's the difference between internet computer direct integration and a bridge that allows you to trade Bitcoin on Ethereum, which means that it can't be hacked. It can't be turned off by a centralized server, and it provides real world use case for Bitcoin in a smart contract. So that is definitely smart. So ethernodes.org/network types. I believe that is going to show what we were talking about earlier, right? What percentage or where the non-centralized servers are from. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. And I want to go to that on my phone too, and then maybe I can bring it up here. Okay, there we go. So I definitely want to bring this up here. Let me send it to myself real quick, guys, because that thing doesn't let me do it. Just give me 1 second here. I want to show you guys this because it's good info. Okay, hold up. Where's share? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm like, dude, I can't find it. Copy a link. All right. 1 more second. We'll be good. Okay. Now I just got to look it up on my email and then, whoops, then we'll be good to go. And then I got to shut some of these windows because. Okay. Here we go now. Okay. Now I can share this with you and that you can see. Sorry it took so long, but we're good now. Definitely. Thank you, Justin, for that. This is what I was looking for right here. Hosting. This is going to show you the mainnet statistics for Ethereum, right? So 63% is hosting. There's actually residential servers for the Ethereum blockchain. Then you have a business, which is 1%. You have cellular, which is less than half a percentage. College, which is like only 9 of them. And then unknown and content delivery networks, right? So it looks like the hosting is the biggest network type here, which is going to be basically your centralized servers. If I'm, reading that correctly, I would actually ask Justin. I'm pretty good with charts, but I'm not understanding this all the way. So Justin, if you could explain this a little bit better in the chat, that would help us out a lot. All right. So back to the questions real quick here. 100% I agreed with you. I could 50 to 75%. Oh, you think that, that we could handle that, but in the short term, I'm wondering, could we handle a 50 to 75% right away? And I don't think so. I think 1 to 5%, and then we see if it works. I'd say 1% because I'm almost guaranteeing it's going to work, but there could be bugs, there could be, a code issue that needs to be fixed or whatever. But I really think that eventually we could get to 50 to 75% and then have the rest ran on the Ethereum blockchain and then just outsource the data and the storage capabilities to ICP because it's only $5 a year compared to what 120 million on Ethereum and save everybody on Ethereum a bunch of money and maybe we lower them gas fees, right? So Justin says start at 2.5% and scale from there. Actually, I really think that's not a bad idea. 2.5%. If you really think of 2.5% of the market cap of Ethereum, that's how much value you would be adding to the internet computer blockchain and taking away from centralized servers. Justin, what is 2.5% of the Ethereum market cap? And that's how much money would be on ICP. If you could do that math for me or us real quick, that would be great. If not, we'll do it after the show. But I really appreciate that kind of stuff. I'm losing my voice. Talking too much. All right, I'm only going to do a couple more questions and then get back to this. Click on hosting. It gives you a full breakdown of who it is. Yeah. And so, yep, on hosting. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Here it is. So this basically shows the exact same thing that the other thing does. I don't know what percentage of this is actually Ethereum, though. All of these look like, again, centralized servers. So I'm not 100%. Maybe the reason that 100% of these are the centralized servers is because that's where it's all hosted, right? Then you have the residential, which is like 30%, right? And if we go into residential, oh yeah, look at these. So Comcast, Cable, Spectrum, Verizon, AT&T, CenturyLink. Wow. So this is just everywhere, right? There's a lot of different things that Ethereum is doing. Then you got your business, cellular, college, and more. So I would really like to know where and what amount is actually on the Ethereum blockchain, if any. It looks like there's none on the actual Ethereum blockchain. Maybe it's just Ethereum that's on there, right? That would suck though. I have only Ethereum on there. All right. So now let's get more into how Ethereum could be supercharged by the Internet Computer Network. Now, Dominic Williams was talking about this all the way back in 2020 during the bull market, right? And so this is even more prevalent now, especially with the billions of dollars in hacks that we've seen by, bridges. So, the Internet Computer is rebuilding the internet on Web3, but it is really doing that in a real world way, like taking things like Ethereum, integrating them with ICP, cutting the cost, stopping blackouts, moving from centralized to decentralized, and scaling the crypto to the moon, lowering gas fees, and adding a new layer of security, which is canister smart contracts. So the Ethereum community played a key role in the genesis of the Internet Computer Project and will use the network to extend the capabilities of Ethereum Dapps, including ran completely on a blockchain and not a centralized server. So Internet Computer is a public blockchain that works differently to any currently in production, that introduces new capabilities and functionalities that are highly additive to the decentralized ecosystem, which means it brings value. An additive is something that brings value or makes it better, right? Makes it more like better for you. Like an additive can be a bad thing. Like there's too many centralized servers. That's a bad additive. But moving everything to an on-chain is a good additive, right? So it just means adding something. So the network's architecture leans heavily into the design philosophy of the internet and is created by independent data centers around the world, running huge numbers of special node computers that have standardized hardware. The compute power of these nodes computers is combined by an advanced blockchain protocol called ICP, Internet Computer Protocol, that creates a seamless universe where an evolution of smart contracts can be run that are fast and efficient, called canister smart contracts. And this is what is going to be used to run Ethereum from the Internet Computer canister smart contracts on the actual Ethereum blockchain. Now, and then they can store the data via canister smart contracts on the Internet Computer blockchain and save them hundreds of millions of dollars per gigabyte per year, or just canisters for short. Ethereum dApps can use software canisters to expand their capabilities in a multitude of exciting ways, including scaling data storage and processing and serving web experiences. Now, let's talk about that for a second. I'm just reading to you from something over here. I'll show you my screen here in a minute. But I just wanted to share that article with you. I will leave the link to that below. But basically, what we are talking about, or what Dominic is talking about, is how the Internet Computer is taking the traditional problems with crypto that everybody's like, well, I'm not going to get into crypto for this reason. I don't want to get into Ethereum because of this reason. Well, Internet Computer is doing everything like a layer 2, but then has the layer 1 capabilities of its own blockchain. So you're taking a layer 2 solution that is built upon a layer 1 blockchain that changes the game forever and adds value to all these cryptos. The crazy thing is, my ideals before the Internet Computer match perfectly with what the Internet Computer is doing. I was like kind of a hater, you could call me a hater, on Ethereum Killer, on destroying another blockchain to make your blockchain better. And you could look at one of my very first videos or my very first collaborations talking with Six Figs about it. We were talking about like, there's a lot of Ethereum killers out there, but I see a more inclusive crypto community where we help each other. Well, we take one blockchain and we make another blockchain better with it. And that's the whole point of layer 2 solutions. That's why we have layer 2s, right? Is to make everything else better and not to just focus on one thing. Now let's go back to this article. I will show you a little bit of it here. I actually forgot to switch over, guys. I was just trying to, I'm not going to BS you though. Today's blockchains disperse block rewards to incentivize the miners who run hardware to support the operations of their networks. Now let's just talk about that for a second. Internet Computer has some of the best staking in the game right now. You could say Ethereum 2.0 has a great staking mechanism, but you guys have been waiting for over a year and haven't seen any rewards. If you go and look at my last minute video that I am staking 1,800 ICP, I've already gained 47 ICP since December. What is that? January, February, 2 months. I gained 47 ICP. What is 47 times 6 for real? 47 times 6. And this is what I earned in 2 months. $282. Imagine if you had 10,000. Imagine if Ethereum was hooked up to the Internet Computer, right? And you could buy all, okay, here's the number right here. This is the amount, I'll get back to that point in a minute. This is the amount of money if you put 2.5% of Ethereum's market cap onto the Internet Computer. This is what you would basically be putting on there. It is $5 billion. So that would be like about triple the market cap of ICP. That's why I was thinking about 1%, because then it would be closer to the actual market cap of ICP. But I would trust it with 5 billion, especially if it could save them. Okay, if you're storing 1 gigabyte on data on Ethereum for 1 year, it's going to be $120 million. So 5 billion divided by 120 million is only like 100 and something, right? So you could literally save from 100 transactions $5 billion by putting it on the Internet Computer, just by 120 some big transactions. That's crazy on the centralized server, I'm saying, right? So that is kind of crazy that is the way it is. But back to the all-inclusiveness. That is where Canister smart contracts beat everything else in the game with their chain key cryptography. It makes everything secure, but you can it's like a wormhole. You know how we look like to go, what do you call it? A time travel, right? And you have a wormhole that goes from one place to another. Well, inside that wormhole is unbreakable, right? That's like the Internet Computer. It's a wormhole that is going to take us into the future with Ethereum. I mean, that's the best way that I've actually heard it said, and I said it myself. So, but if you want to hear some cool stuff, go to Dominic. Right? I'm just super excited about what this does, guys, and I'm having a joy for life right now. So, what's up, hater? What up, fake news? We are seeing your face. Might want to switch screen if you want us to see it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. What's up, hater? Fake news. That's so funny. All right. Now let's get back into this. I know I can kind of go into left field sometimes, but I get really excited about it. So the Ethereum's advantage. Okay, we are over here. Okay. So Ethereum's ICP's advantage over Ethereum. The IC is an entirely brand new platform made by developers conscious of the pain points on Ethereum. And this is what we were talking about, right? Is it takes the traditional problems and it solves it by becoming a layer 2 solution, but is also its own layer 1 blockchain that is actually rebuilding the internet on Web 3. So, and we want Ethereum to be part of this new internet, right? And it is, because it's part of Web 3. So if we get this entire ecosystem of Web 3 cryptos that are all hooked up through wormholes or Canister smart contracts, then it brings value to every single crypto that is in that loop. And if it's decentralized, then that loop cannot be manipulated. It cannot be hacked. It cannot be, turned off. It cannot have any of those, major high gas fees, network congestion. All of that gets solved with one simple solution, and it's called Internet Computer Protocol. That's for my new people. Right there, just to kind of put it in layman's terms for us. And I need to hear it myself. Like, I watch these videos back, and sometimes I'm like, whoa, I blow my own mind, because some of the things I say just off the top of my head are really profound, and sometimes they're not, right? I mean, I do cringe sometimes too, but some of the times I just hit it. I'm on. I call it. What do I call it? Having it. I'm having it today, baby. So I need to drink something. And we're not going to stay on for much longer because I'm starting to get a little bit sick. So, or not sick, just lethargic, a little bit tired. I'm not really feeling sick, just a little bit winded. So when it comes to different layer ones that support smart contracts, the most popular one is undoubtedly Ethereum, and I don't argue that. Even though it's ran 70% by centralized servers with nearly $216 billion in market cap and $70 billion in various DeFi protocols. The success of Ethereum has undoubtedly given way to many technical innovations that all cryptocurrencies use today. And again, why do you think Matic has done so well? A lot of the things that make Ethereum and other cryptos better are the ones that are going to be leading the future of crypto. So most other top cryptocurrencies use Ethereum virtual machine as their foundation, meaning they are essentially the same network and code as Ethereum with minor changes. Imagine if ICP hosted Ethereum, then it would also host all of those cryptos that are built on Ethereum blockchain. So then ICP will basically be connected with about 80% of all crypto out there. That might be, that number. Don't take that number, to heart. Take that with a grain of salt. But a lot of the, Ethereum tokens, it could be a massive amount, all ran on the internet computer. Your amps, your graphs, your, any Ethereum token could be ran with canister smart contracts on the internet computer blockchain. So that's what I'm looking for in the next 10 years. But first, let's get it done with Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? And it's already done with Bitcoin, and it's underway this year with Ethereum. While, hold on. So they are the same network and code as Ethereum with minor changes. While this does speak to the massive popularity of Ethereum, popularity does not always imply comparative technology. The Ethereum network and its derivative chains have always been known as somewhat slow, often taking 15 to 30 seconds to process a transaction. Now, ICP can do 10,000 transactions per second. And instead of 15 to 30 seconds, that is a scalability by probably about 10,000 or 10 million %, just a crazy high number, from 1 every 15 to 30 seconds to 10,001 seconds. So, and that transaction costing significant amounts of money in gas, storage fees, and all of those other things. So that's basically my point tonight. I wanted you all to kind of understand what value internet computer brings now, which is the integration with Bitcoin, with CKBTC, but the future integration with Ethereum, the integration with all those Ethereum tokens, making it cheaper, easier to store, and being inclusive. Now, if a crypto was worried about losing to other cryptos, it would attack them, right? It would use manipulation to try to destroy other crypto. But if a crypto brings value to the entire ecosystem, it would want to incorporate and intertwine with them instead of, die, go, get away. Instead, come together and have one main blockchain, which is going to be blockchain. We call it blockchain. And all of the good cryptos out there run a Web3. Okay, we don't have to call it blockchain. We call it Web3. And all of the cryptos that don't want to be left out will all run on Web3. And the other ones that are fighting for their lives will either have to get on the boat or they go down with the ship. So that is why ICP is going to change everything. And it's already started, guys. This is the time to get in internet computer. I'm talking real to you for a second. All right. If I'm looking right at you. I don't tell people to invest in stuff. I'm not a financial advisor. My friends and family, I literally give them ICP and say, I'm giving this to you, but you cannot sell it. If you sell it, I won't give you any more. And then maybe they buy some, maybe they don't. But I'm telling everybody right now, just like Da Vinci said with Bitcoin, buy one Bitcoin or $1 worth of Bitcoin. Well, what I say, buy 100 ICP. If that's in your budget, if that's something that you can do in your life, I would consider at least getting 100 ICP. No, that's real. Not financial advice, but I'm being real to you for a second. Talking to you like you're my friends, my family, people that I care about. This is the time right now for all of these reasons I've told you. This will change your life. Okay. I've already made $282 in 2 months by doing nothing. That isn't including what the price of ICP went up from $3.70 all the way up to $6 in less than a month. Okay. And we're in the bear market. So if it doubles in price in a month in the bear market, where are we going to sit in the bull market? You're going to say that we're not going to hit $10 when we just doubled in price in a month in the bear market? Have you never seen the crypto market before in a bull run? No, you guys are smart though. I'm talking to the haters out there, which probably none of you on here are. But if this reaches any haters that think Solana is the answer or think centralized web services are the answer, this video shows you why it's not. And I hope Dominic Williams watches this video because I'm impressed with myself on this one. Just because I think I said it well. I think I had a great audience for this video. You guys were interactive. And I think this needs to be heard by everybody, especially that real moment. I'm coming to you guys like you're my family. All right. So I just want you to know that I'm not just, I'm not saying, hey, go buy this meme coin, go buy this, puff this stuff up your butt real quick, and make you spend your hard earned money on something. No, I really think you guys have a big opportunity to make a lot of money with this crypto. And that's why I started making content. I'm going back to my roots. All right. I think that's all we're going to talk about today. I was going to do some TA, but I'm really not. I think Internet Computer is going to go to $25 by Q1 of 2024, and I'm sticking by that. Okay. All right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good ICP. Bye. Love you guys.